Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code DRAYSON12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. How do we beat the aging process? Is there a way? Is there a way to turn it backwards and get younger instead of older? Or do we just go along with it and say, well, I'm just getting old and that's it? I think there's a lot of ways to improve yourself. I have friends that I grew up with who tell me, hey, you know, we're all getting old. And every time I talk to them, you know, we're all getting old. I don't like to be reminded of it. And I don't feel that way. Because if it's in your head, then you are getting old. If you really think that you're getting old, and you say this every time, then you're getting old because you've talked yourself into it. I would like to think that time moves on, and I put a few numbers on my age, but I'm still the same guy. I'm still the same guy I was when I was 20 and 30 and 40, and I feel pretty good for my age. I do pretty well. Well, even with all the injuries I've had, I still keep going. It's just something that I try to put out of my mind and say, I'm going to beat this. I'm not going to allow myself to be an old man, crippled up, and can't do anything for myself because I've seen it. And I never want to be like that. So, like a car that sits in your carport for months and you don't drive it, it gets stiff. And the rubber rots out and it doesn't get any circulation of lubricant, and it kind of wears out just sitting there. It can wear out just sitting in your carport. Well, your body can do the same thing. If you don't get to the gym and exercise it or do something for your body, it's also going to dry up and it's not going to work anymore. Your joints get stiff, you don't have the circulation you had, it's just you're killing yourself. So you have to start from the inside out, meaning that you have to eat right. That's number one. You need to eat several times of small meals a day, as we all know, but it has to be healthy meals. Now, the bodybuilding diet isn't the healthiest, but it's the most effective as far as burning fat and keeping muscle. That would be high protein, low fat. It works for everybody. If you stay on it, you just don't do it for a week and then go off. You have to stay on it every day without fail and condition yourself to this is how I need to eat. And it's not eating out of pleasure, it's eating out of results. I don't like the way I eat. I don't like it at all, but I get results from it. So I continue to do it. And then every once in a while I treat myself to something else. I kind of trade off something for something. But to slow down the aging process is number one, your nutrition. Number two is exercise. And make sure you do something every day to move around. I don't care if it's weightlifting, walking, running, riding horses, riding bicycles, whatever. Just do something. Because if you sit still, you'll just become nothing. You'll get old. And that's what happens. Through my injuries, I could certainly sit in the house and feel sorry for myself and say, oh my God, I can't move, I can't do anything. I'm on a cane, I get to a walker, I'm getting my leg to heal up. But I get up in the morning, I get out of bed, I make myself breakfast, holding one dish in one hand, a cane in the other, and get everything on the table and wash it and put it away. Still using one hand because I'm on a cane. I don't like being on a cane, but it's the only way I can do it until my leg heals up. But I don't let it stop me either. I just keep going. And then I get dressed and I'm off to the gym to work out. Yes, it's hard going from to different weight machines to a different position in the gym on that and trying to stand up and sit down and move around. Yes, it's hard. And most people would never do it. They'd stay home and just rest. But I feel so much better when I work out. It just makes a huge difference in me. I've had people come up to me and say, gee, you look younger than you did 10 years ago. Well, the other key to that is being happy. I'm happy. I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with what I do with the show. I'm happy with my friends. I'm happy with pretty much everything around me. I'm not an unhappy person. I'm not a depressed person, and I don't get sad or depressed or let things drag me down. I always try to stay on the good side of everything, and then that also makes you feel younger as well. So you have to look at life that way. Yes, there's going to be a lot of roadblocks in the way, and you find detours around them. I go down to the gym, it's only 3 miles away, and speaking of roadblocks, they're always fixing something, there's always a roadblock, there's always something, but I find my way around, I go to the gym. I don't turn around and go home and say, okay, I'm not going to do this today. And you don't do that with life either. You don't turn around and say, okay, I just going to sit on a couch all day. I don't feel like doing anything. Nope, you don't do that. The other thing is taking care of your skin. Now, for men, I'm a big believer that when you shower and you exfoliate your skin with the exfoliator, and then you go and you get lotions, and you get good lotions, things that work on your skin to lubricate it and make it, you don't want it to be dried out. You want it to be, that's the word I want to use. You want lubricant in your skin so that it doesn't dry out and get, like calloused and cracked and old. And I think it makes a big difference on your face and around your eyes and your cheeks to use something that really, really benefits you. It may not be cheap lotion, but it's good lotion. So that's one way to go, and do it every day, morning and night. And I was always a believer of sitting in the sun because I like sitting in the sun, but it's proven to give me skin cancer over the years, and I've had that taken care of and frozen off in some spots, but I like a little bit once in a while. It just makes me feel better, just to get that glow going, get that feeling of the vitamin D. So all these things can retard the aging process, and you're going to laugh at this. You want to stay young, hang out with younger people. Because if you hang out with old people, they'll make you feel miserable because all they talk about is their ailments and their hemorrhoids and how they don't feel good and they can't sleep, and they say, I don't want a part of that. I don't want to talk about that stuff. I just try to think young and act young. I hang out with my kids, they're younger, and I have my friends are usually mostly all younger than me. But the young people today come up to me and they tell me how bad they feel. The guy, I'm 35, 40 years old. Oh my God, Rick, I'm getting old. Everything hurts in my body. I don't know if I can work out. Yeah, you're a young man at 35, 40 years old. Nothing should bother you. I think it's all in their head. So I try to motivate them to work through it and get to the gym and do the best they can. Try to keep a really positive attitude, because tomorrow is a new day and you want to start fresh on a good feeling, on the right foot, and have success. At the end of the day, you get tired. We all do. But that's because you were busy all day. But I try to keep busy all day long doing these shows and other businesses I have, and I don't slow down. And I don't get that tired. So have a good attitude, get up in the morning, face the day, have a list of goals, have a list of things that you want to accomplish during the day that you need to do, and check them off as you go, because then you feel satisfied that you've kind of completed everything you set out to do, and you feel better about yourself. It also makes you feel younger because you got it all done. You look at the list, say, there's 10 things, I did them all. Wow. It's easier to do 10 things on a list than it is to do one. You can find every reason not to do that one thing. But you need 10 reasons not to do all 10, and it's not possible. You have to do them. So that's kind of my take on aging. It doesn't have to happen. I see people that sit around and they're depressed and they don't take care of themselves, and they're wrinkled and they get old and they're 20 years younger than I am. I said, what is going on with that? And they got nothing but bad news and ailments, and they never want to talk about anything positive. It's always something wrong with something, a problem, So try to stay away from people with problems, not that you're trying to be rude to them, but you can't solve their problems. They need to solve their own. You can suggest something once in a while, but don't get into deep conversations about what they need to do and how they're going to. You end up having an argument with them, and that's just not worth it. All right, stay young, train hard, eat right, enjoy your life, and don't let age catch up with you and make you feel old, because you're not old. It's all in your head. I was telling somebody today, if you cut off a snake's head, what's the body going to do? It's going to lay there, because your head rules your body. And if your head tells you don't feel good and you don't want to move, you're not going to move. So in your head, you put good thoughts in there that you can move forward, and you will. Trust me, it works every time. Thanks for watching Rick's Corner, and I'll see you all next time. Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRAYSON12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drayson, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrayson.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interest as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.